Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is from Christopher McQuarrie, director of Rogue Nation, Fallout, and Dead Reckoning Part 1. He wrote alongside Eric Henderson, who worked on Dead Reckoning and Band of Brothers. It is allegedly the final chapter of Tom Cruise's iconic franchise based off the show, or from what I hear, extremely loosely based on the show, and it turns out it ends on one of the weaker notes, though still good. The tone is a little duller here. There is surprisingly little action for the first half, and a big part of it is just calling back to stuff that happened in earlier movies. Hey, remember when you saw this in a better movie? The story is a little slow and not as interesting as the others, makes a lot of it not so enjoyable. But what redeems the movie is, of course, the action sequences, particularly an underwater sequence and a scene involving a biplane. The underwater sequence is easily the most tense thing in the movie, but the biplane is the one that's bigger in terms of action, especially when you realize that it's Tom Cruise, so therefore he actually is hanging from the wing of an actual plane. But even those can't completely save this movie. It's 2 scenes in a movie that's almost 3 hours long. Although they are so good, I still have to give this a positive rating. Just be patient with it.
Next Sunday, an impossible mission.
I haven't done anything!
An old friend unjustly accused.
Sorry? Jim? My father never murdered anyone.
A great escape you won't believe. Greg Morris guest stars. Next Sunday, the all-new Mission Impossible.
Ballerina, or from the world of John Wick Ballerina, as they're trying to pass the actual name as. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with Ballerina. Is from Len Wiseman, director of the first 2 Underworld movies and the Total Recall remake, written by Shay Hatton, who also worked on the last 2 John Wick movies and Army of the Dead. As the title suggests, this is from the world of John Wick. As you may remember, in Chapter 3 he met a ballerina played by Ana de Armas. Now she is the main character. The story is that she was raised in a cult, and when her family left, the cultists killed her parents. Now she's grown and ready to kill as many cultists as she can. And she can kill a lot of them. This apparently had a troubled production full of delays and reshoots. It apparently got so bad that Lionsgate did a controversial version of the embargo where only positive reviews could come out for some time. Obviously this is sleazy and horrible, but also really unnecessary because you can't really tell that the movie was troubled at all. Granted, it's still the worst of the movies. It does kind of lose a bit without John Wick. Granted, John Wick does appear, but for a short time. The story isn't as interesting, but what makes it good is the action, and there is a lot of it. It's basically all throughout, just so many fights and a body count that would put John Rambo to shame. This is pretty much the opposite of the Final Reckoning route, and that's what makes it the better movie despite neither of them matching the original. A 2-hour montage of Ana de Armas kicking ass with little filler in between.